Hello and welcome to this edition of the Player Spotlight. I'm Tyler Rowland, and with me is somebody I've had the opportunity to see play in just about every sport you can think of, and I'm with Tayveon Wilson of Huntington High. And hey, it's good to see you on the show, man. And first off, if you were to describe your journey in sports growing up, how would you describe it?
So my first love was soccer. I think I started at about 4. I gave that up after middle school. I started playing football in 6th grade at DC Express. Now I'm verbally committed to Clemson to play football there.
Talk about that. Like when you verbally committed to Clemson, I mean, that is something so few people have had the opportunity. I mean, just to play at any level is an honor. But a school like Clemson that's in contention for a title about every year, like, what was going through your mind at that time?
On a couple visits, the game day visit really sealed the deal for me. They treated me like a priority and just felt like home.
What advice would you give for somebody that's going through the recruiting process for sports?
So just keep pushing forward, especially being from West Virginia. We kind of play in the shadows and don't get much recognition, but if you keep playing, you'll succeed.
With Huntington High, I know it's a place that you're very passionate about, the school. And what is it with the school? Maybe something neat that maybe a lot of people wouldn't know about it that you like.
The teachers, we have really great teachers. I feel like athletes don't really take grades serious at this day and age, but I treat that as my top priority, and we have really great teachers here.
What's something on the academic end that you take a lot of pride in, like maybe a class or a particular accomplishment you have?
Not just my specific classes. I take every class serious, and I have a 4.6 GPA, so I feel like that really shows it.
Tayveon, if you were to pick a career right now, and I went to college undecided. You got a long way to go from a time perspective, but is there one particular career that you're interested in?
Our athletic trainer here, we call him Jay Ross. He's influenced me a lot to dive into the athletic training field and athletic training or physical therapy. I've had a lot of good therapists and trainers around me, and they've really influenced me to become one of them.
You play 4 different sports now, you just mentioned, and what do you like about that, and what's it like playing that many sports, just the ups and the challenges of it?
Well, it's definitely time consuming. You have to have very good time management skills. Some nights you'll just have to sacrifice a little sleep to get some homework done. Maybe you won't be able to play the video game, but in the future I know it'll pay off. Let's
talk a little bit about the basketball team right now. I know they had a tough start coming back. I know you've been hurt. Talk a little bit about how your foot's feeling and when you expect to, I know it's hard to give a timetable really, but just how you're feeling with everything.
Well, I'm feeling good right now. I'm definitely feeling confident about our team after a rough start. We had a little bit of a hot streak going there, and I look forward to being back here in a couple weeks.
So say that somebody comes up to you, maybe a 10-year-old in the DC league like you played in, and they come up and tell you that they want to have the type of career that you've had in sports. What advice do you give them?
Take practice serious and listen to your coaches. A lot of people might think they're more correct than their coach, but coaches, majority, they're always right, so listen to them.
What's a cool fact about yourself or that maybe not a lot of people know?
A cool, fun fact about me, I'm very interested in Latin. I'm in Honors 3 Latin class, and I go to this thing called Latin Convention. We have it every year. A whole bunch of schools come together. They just have a Latin competition, see who's the best school in the state.
Last question, Tay. Any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Ethan Dalton plays basketball here at Huntington High School, number 11.
Tayveon Wilson here, and be sure to pray for his continued speedy recovery. And we want to say thank you all for tuning in and watching this episode of the Player Spotlight. Tyler Rowland, God bless you. See you soon.